Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a Halloween look because if you guys know anything about myself and my husband, we love Halloween. We go all out every year. Every year we have to have a new costume. So this year, even though I'm not going anywhere because the baby's coming soon, I still decided to do a Halloween look for you guys. So maybe one of you guys can use this look when you go out for Halloween. This is just a scary doll, so enjoy, and I hope you like it. Thanks. Okay guys, so I'm going to start by priming my face with my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. So here I'm going to be using my Studio Fix Fluid by MAC, and I chose a higher coverage foundation, and I'm using my brush instead of my beauty blender because I really want it to go on thick so that I look more plasticky than having a more natural finish, just because I do want to look like a doll in this video. I'm going in with my Studio Finish Concealer now, also by MAC. Again, a high coverage concealer, and I'm going to be just covering up anything that my foundation kind of left behind, or anywhere that I really want to cover up. Sort of, if you can see, this corner of my lips are darker than the rest of my face, so I really want to get in there with that concealer and just cover everything up completely. So I'm going right in with my Bare Minerals Powder Foundation and covering up everything that I've just done with my concealer and my foundation. And I'm also going to go in with my Nars concealer, and I'm just going to hit under my eyes just to lighten it a little bit because that is where I'm going to be having the lightest part of my makeup for this.
This is Halloween, pumpkin seed in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die right. It's our town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween.
So I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Forever HD powder and hit under my eyes because I really don't want it to crease in there. And I'm gonna follow that with my white MAC eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to map out the area that I'm going to have white around my eyes to have that really large eye look for the doll.
You fooled them, haven't you, Mike? But not me.
Michael Myers is the most dangerous patient I have ever observed.
Michael?
So a bit of a roadblock that I hit here was that I was actually supposed to glue my eyebrows down and cover them up properly with concealer, and I forgot to get glue. So I'm using my white liner again, and I'm just going over my eyebrows, and I'm just going to put concealer on top of them after I do this step here with the white eyeliner, and that's just to hide my natural eyebrows a little bit more than I could without doing this step, because you really don't want to see your natural eyebrows here because you want the higher eyebrows of a doll, which you'll see later in the video. So now I'm going to go in with my Flash palette by Makeup Forever, and I'm going to use that white color and just go over the same area that I mapped out. The camera cut out, so I did actually do a step here that you didn't see with the white, but you can see me doing a little bit of it at the end of the second eye, and it just really makes everything way whiter on my face. So time to start the eyeshadow process. Even dolls need makeup. I'm going in with the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using the color Caramel and just hitting right above the white on my lid. So now I'm going to take from the same palette the color Morocco, and I'm just going to go right above where I put the caramel color, blending the two together. And now I'm going to go even darker and take the color Deep Plum, again from the same palette, and put that right above where I put Morocco, blending those two colors together as well. And yes, again, same palette, I'm going to be using the color Vanilla, and this is going to be kind of my brow bone highlight, which I would normally do. This is going above my natural eyebrow, but it's actually going to go right below my doll's eyebrow since they're going to be higher than my natural eyebrows. And now I'm just taking my normal eyebrow pencil in dark brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Wiz pencil, and I'm just penciling in where my doll's eyebrows are going to be, which are higher than mine and also much thinner than mine. As I was doing my eyebrows, I realized that they just weren't as dark as I needed them to be, so I'm just going in with a black shadow and just lightly with an angle brush, just going over the lines that I already drew with the eyebrow pencil. So I'm going in with that Deep Plum color again, and I'm just lining underneath my fake eyes, my doll eyes, just to really bring out the white and have it stand out a little bit more. And I'm going to follow that by using Blacktrack by MAC. It's the Fluidline, and I'm also using an angle brush for that too, and I'm just going over the Deep Plum color that I just did, just to give it a little bit more kick for the liner. So I'm also lining my regular eyelids not really how I normally would. I would normally do a thicker line here, but I'm just giving it just kind of a guideline as to where my lash line is going to be, because I'm going to be putting fake lashes on and it's going to look really weird without liner there. So as you can see, I got my lashes out. I'm using the Ardell Wispies. Just taking some glue, letting it dry till it's a little bit tacky, and sticking those eyelashes underneath, and using that same guideline that I just drew on as to where my lashes are going to be, because that's my doll's lower lash line. I actually felt that my lower lashes were not as dark and dramatic as I wanted them to be, so I'm going back in with Blacktrack by MAC, which is the Fluidline, and I'm just taking a pencil brush and just drawing some more lashes on at the bottom so that they are just more intense. So I'm just going in with some mascara on my upper lash line because I don't want white lashes, and then having to put the fake lashes on top of that, that's not gonna look cute. So just hitting with some mascara, and then I'm gonna use the Double Up lashes from Ardell and stick those right on for more of a doll-like look. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with Blunt by MAC, and I'm gonna contour my cheeks. I just want them to be a little bit more lifted to make it look like I have more doll-like features. So I'm not going to use my fluffy brush yet. I'm just using a smaller brush to carve out those lines, and then I'm just going to buff it out.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
So I'm just taking the color Ambering Rose by MAC. It's just a blush, and I'm just going to put those on the centers of my cheeks and just make circular motions to make it look more like a doll.
The Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
So I was thinking that older kind of torn up dolls are a little bit scarier, so I figured I'd put some tears in the skin. So I'm using the Fluidline by MAC, again it's Blacktrack, and I'm just drawing what I think looks like rips in the skin. So I just did one on one side and one on the other just to make it a little bit more creepy.
The Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. The Addams Family. The Addams Family. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
And here I didn't zoom in, but I'm just putting some freckles around my face. So I'm just taking the color LBD in the same Amrezy palette, and I'm just adding a little bit more dimension to those tears in the skin. I want to call them scars, but they're not really scars. But I'm just adding that in just to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm just adding a bit of shadowing around it. I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I had put a freckle right on the tip of my nose, which looked really weird and way too symmetrical, so I just rubbed it off. And now I'm taking the color Cherry, it's a MAC lip liner, and I'm just drawing in the lips, and you want them to be the really small, narrow lips that look like you're puckering up, kind of. But that's typically what dolls look like, so I'm just drawing that in with my lip liner, and then I'm going to go over it with MAC's Russian Red lipstick. And in this section here, I'm just cleaning up my lips because I really want it to look like skin and like not lips. So I'm just going over my natural lips with more concealer, just so it looks more like just my skin and not extra lip. So I did decide to get contact lenses for this look, and I got them from Crazy Lens. They're just blackout contacts, so it makes your entire eye black. There's probably more impact for people that have light eyes, but I decided to put them in anyways just to make my eyes a bit darker than they actually are. You probably can't even tell, but whatever. I went for it anyway. And it's time for the wig. So I'm just going to add my doll-like wig on, and here we go. So let me just say that it is next to impossible to find a really good costume when you're pretty much 9 months pregnant. So I had to improvise, and I just decided to pick one of the shirts that I had and tie a scarf and a bow around my neck just to look a little bit more like a doll. And so this is my final look. This is my creepy doll for Halloween. And I hope you guys enjoy. Please keep coming back, keep subscribing, and thank you for watching.
Ha 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 ha!